cocaine.
It ate us alive.
I happened to pick it up when I was a little over 17. I was sick and tired of trying to hide. I was sick and tired of being broke. I was sick of tired of looking around and seeing what I don't have. And I was sick and tired of making people my excuse for not having it. I didn't want to be unwanted, but I took life as it came. And once I got 17, life changed totally.
Okay. I would love to know, how long have you been clean and what led to you being clean?
Uh, well, I've been clean, August 2010, approximately almost 15 years. And what led to me getting clean was you sending me to the rehab.
Mm,
No, what
you
allowed
still
me
resent
to,
me for that.
no, what allowed me to get clean was I was sick and tired of trying to hide. I was sick and tired of being broke.
Mm,
I was sick of tired of looking around and seeing what I don't have. And I was sick and tired of making people my excuse for not having it. So when I got the chance for someone to see me and try to extend help, you were there at the right time to help nudge me.
and to put that into perspective, the reason we're laughing is because, let's see, August 2010, I was 3 months out of Spelman. So I had just graduated Spelman College. I was 3 months out. And just before then, I came home to visit to Chicago, to my mother's house. And there was a social worker there.
Mhm.
And the social worker asked, you want to take that story? Social worker asked,
Social worker asked um, if thinks that I need to have rehab. And like Mia said, she was at the house, and from nowhere, she darted in there. Mama needs rehab. Mama needs rehab. She needs to stay as long as y'all can give her. But I see that that was because you saw something in me that I didn't. Because that particular day, I didn't think I could do it. I really didn't. But I knew I had to do something. So once again, Mia, thanks. Came in the
no,
nick of time.
that was the hardest thing for me to do. I remember it as the woman, she was sitting in the kitchen on 103rd Street. She was sitting in the kitchen and I think she had brought us in individually, all the kids in individually. And she'd said, you have to tell me the truth. Do you think your mother could do this? Do you think she can beat this without going to rehab? And all the kids, I think, had said yes. And then I said, I don't think so. She's tried and she's tried. And my mother is a really strong woman, but this thing is stronger. And the thing that we're talking about is, I don't think we've said it.
Oh, cocaine. It was a time in my life, I guess they dropped it into our communities.
Wild, wild.
And I happened to pick it up when I was a little over 17. And it grabbed me up and it took away a lot of the don't haves, a lot of the sorrow, a lot of the depression. It took it away till it didn't.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, there's a long history about how crack cocaine came into Black communities, particularly in Chicago, New York, LA, and cities around the world, in Black communities, and preying on vulnerable, poor communities.
impoverished.
Yes, impoverished communities. And our community happened to be one of those communities, and it ate us alive. Not just my mom, not just my dad, our community. Crack cocaine came in like I don't even know, like a dart in the darkness and just ate our community alive. And I'm so grateful that you survived.
Yeah, on my behalf. I think I've always had the mentality to minimize my problems.
Mm.
So when it came in to eat the community, what kept me afloat is I kept saying, I'm better than this. I'm better than the next person.
And you were.
It wasn't good enough.
But I shouldn't say you were like better than the next person, but you were strong. You did what you could with what you had. And I think that you did pretty damn well.
What?
You are here. You survived. You're here. Not everybody gets to sit in this seat.
Mia, do not make me fall down with tears.
What are you feeling?
I'm feeling like it's been forever since I've heard and felt that you understand that
Mm.
it was not a personal thing. Out of all my children, you were the hardest to try to see it my way. I wanted to be the boss, but I wasn't sure what a boss was. It just sounded good. And it took you to come in and start saying, you're not this, you're not doing that. So just to hear you say that you love me and that you understand and you're happy that I was able to come through it means, wow, it was a hard journey, you all. It was definitely a hard fight.
Yeah, I am proud of you.
Thank you. Proud
Yeah,
of you.
and you've come a long, long, long way. And I actually want to get into a little bit of your story. Um, you can start where at 17, or you can even start before. But who was Rosie before this moment?
Oh, my story goes back a long way, but I like to start by saying I'm not a victim. My earliest memory is being out with my cousins living on the north side of Chicago and everyone running into my auntie's house to eat in the refrigerator. And when it got my turn, they stopped and say, "Oh, Rosie, your hands are dirty." And I'm looking all over the place. I want to go in the bathroom and wash it, but kids can be hard. They were talking about my skin color was dirty. And it seemed like from that moment, I didn't have no fight back. I mean, I had fight back, but I didn't have a win. So I kept doing things to try to stand out. I didn't want to be dirty. I didn't want to be unwanted,
Mm.
but I I took life as it came. And once I got 17, life changed totally. You came and the addiction came, and the physical abuse came, and just life. It's a hard life for me. You know, I started off bad. I didn't get no recognition. I couldn't get nobody to agree with me to show me the right way. So I had to make my own ways. And that's one thing I wanted you to know that I didn't know no better. So when I didn't know, I couldn't do. But I kept trying. I'm glad you saw that. Although I kept trying. I refused to get knocked out.
Yeah,
So,
you were 14 when you left home.
no, I didn't leave.
You didn't leave. What
No.
happened?
My mom got tired of me being managed. She got
Mm.
tired of me not wanting to go to school, talking about boys. So she left. And just the day I decided to go to school, I come home and there's a note on the door saying she moved and her boyfriend's phone number. And since I was told that I was managed and fast, I sat there and I read it and I reread it, and I didn't have any money to make a phone call. So I started pondering my options, and the idea came go to your boyfriend's house. Yeah, and they took me in. Uh, and my mom used to tell me one of the worst thing you can do is to put all your trust into a man. But that was foreign then. But shortly after moving in at 14, my life as a 14-year-old was taken away.